Hey guys, it's Warren here, and here is my recipe for sausage bread. It's great for sharing if you're mad enough to share your own food, although it's also bursting with flavour and great if you want to get into a bit of baking. And remember, hit the big red subscribe button at any time to be notified of when I upload new recipes. Start by taking a large mixing bowl, add 250 grams of strong white bread flour, 3 grams of yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of caster sugar. Then briefly mix the ingredients together. Now take half a tablespoon of butter brought up to room temperature and using your fingertips crumble it into the mixture. When all the butter's mixed in, then pour in 150 millilitres of lukewarm water. Using a wooden spoon, mix the ingredients until they begin to clump together. Now pour the dough out onto a clean work surface and knead for 10 minutes. Flour your worktop when required so the dough doesn't stick. After 10 minutes, once the dough is well kneaded, then take a clean bowl that's been lightly greased with some oil or butter, place the dough in and cover in some cling film. Then leave to prove for about an hour until risen in size. Meanwhile, we'll prepare the sausage filling. Take 400 grams of sausage meat, add 2 chopped garlic cloves and a handful of chopped parsley, as well as half a tablespoon of Worcester sauce. Then thoroughly mix together until combined, then set aside until the dough has finished proving. And once the dough has risen by about twice its original size, flour a clean work surface and tip the dough from the bowl onto the worktop. Now, using a rolling pin, roll the dough out into the shape of a rectangle until it's about half a centimetre thick. Keep flouring the work surface so the dough doesn't stick, and then when it's ready, carefully roll the dough up onto a rolling pin, making it easier to move. Now take a baking tray lined with some greaseproof or parchment paper and unroll the dough onto the tray. Take the sausage meat filling we made earlier and spoon it all out onto the dough. Then, using the back of a spoon, spread the filling all the way to the edges, leaving some space on one of the short edges. Then, starting with the opposite short edge, carefully and tightly begin rolling the bread up. And when you get to the end, tightly press the last piece of dough down. Then place the sausage roll on your baking tray with the seam on the bottom. Pinch up the edges and place into an oven preheated to 180 degrees centigrade, 350 Fahrenheit for between 25 and 30 minutes. And when the sausage roll is lovely and golden and cooked on all sides, leave to cool. Then slice the loaf and this delicious bread recipe full of sausage tastiness is ready to serve and enjoy. Now, if you love the look of this sausage bread recipe, remember to give this video a thumbs up. You can check out more of my recipes by clicking on one of the videos appearing on screen here. And remember, subscribe by clicking on that little picture of me just there to be notified of new recipes when I upload them twice per week.